I'm James Poukka, Realtor with Realtor Real Estate Services. This is the weekly Fargo Moorhead housing market update using data pulled directly from Northstar MLS, filtered specifically for the Fargo Moorhead area through the Association of FMR. For the week ending in 5/11, we had 9 new listings at the market, 5 homes go pending, and 11 homes closed. The week before, we saw 18 new listings and 16 pending contracts. So buyer activity clearly slowed compared to the previous week. At the same time, the lower number of new listings also kept inventory from building too quickly. The pending to new ratio came in at 0.56 this week, down from 0.89 the week before. That tells me that buyers are still active, but they are being more selective and not absorbing inventory as aggressively as they were the week earlier. Sellers still have buyers in the market, but pricing and presentation matter more when demand softens even slightly. The close to new ratio was 1.22, which means more homes actually reached the closing table than entered the market this week. That's important because it shows transactions are still moving through successfully, even with the pending activity slowing down. Price reductions also increased. We saw 4 price changes this week with a 44% price change rate compared to the 39% last week. That usually points to growing competition amongst the listings and the sellers adjusting expectations to stay ahead of the market rather than behind it. One thing that stands out is the stability in the numbers. There are no withdrawn listings, no canceled listings, and no homes that came back on the market after falling through. Only 1 listing expired. That suggests sellers are still committed and buyers are generally following through once they get it under contract. On the contract side, 7 of the pending homes including inspection contingencies and 1 included a financing contingency. Inspection shares stayed elevated at 140%, while financing share was only 20%. That tells me buyers are still protecting themselves on condition and due diligence, but financing strength remains solid overall. The net pending flow came in at -6, which signals inventory expanded slightly this week instead of tightening, and that can create a little more breathing room for buyers compared to earlier spring conditions. The momentum score is also eased from 2.28 last week to 1.78 this week. And that does not signal a major slowdown, but it does point toward the market as becoming more balanced rather than accelerating. For buyers and sellers trying to decide on the timing, Fargo Moorhead housing market is still active. The numbers show less urgency and slightly more negotiation room than we saw the week before. New videos are posted every Wednesday at 5 p.m. The information is for general real estate education and should not be considered legal, financial, or professional advice. Please consult a licensed professional for guidance specific to your situation. As always, stay curious, stay inspired, and I'm James Poukka with Realtor Real Estate Services. I'll see you next week.